Oh, that's why I brought two. You have to do your own notes now. The reason why I think you have to do your own notes is because you know you can't read mine.
Notes like,
No, but when I say something, you write too, but you write where you can read it. I always tell people to do that now, because I don't have a tape recorder no more. It busted. And I recorded last time, didn't I?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Last time we did, there were so many people around, you were,
That was my very first event, yeah.
and that was also, because I'm a sensitive, and
Yeah.
you realized I was pulling in.
Excuse me for just 1 second before you guys talk. Do you mind if I just take this picture? Thank you.
Well, come on, Dad, because you're
Okay,
messing up here.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, ready? Right, Barbie, gotta look at the camera. All right, Dale's covering this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Thanks. Oh, that was nice.
Now go pee.
I know, I'm ready to go right now. Okay, I'll be right back.
He's another one gone.
No.
Okay. All right. I know what I can get. In fact, it's really funny because this woman says, "Are we done yet? I mean, can we get on with this?" That's what she's saying. Are we done? Okay, I'll put woman.
Like I said, I have no idea who's up there, so.
No, it's
What
just
they
like
want to do,
I can just feel her saying, "Are we done yet?" May, April, November. They do something new now to me too. They give me 3 months. If I said to you, Christian, what's May? Birth, deaths, anniversaries, anything. Because this woman is trying to validate herself.
No idea.
Okay, well, I'm going to put a question mark.
Okay.
And that's why I said, when later on, something you're going to say, I should have
Right.
done that. What's April?
No idea.
You know, you're killing me.
Like I said, there's a crowd up there.
What's there in November?
I have no idea.
If I said white fence to you, does that mean anything? She's showing me a white fence, like a white wooden fence. There's like a small little house that goes to this too.
Only a person's wish for what she thought she wanted out of her life, but she's still alive, so.
Okay, because I'm seeing like a white fence. There's like a little cute little cottage, like, oh, not cottage, but like a little house. It's not in the middle of no city or nothing like that. It's not really in the boonies. She's telling me about that. Oh, and you know what she's showing me? She's showing me crocheted, how do you say the word? Afghans?
Afghans?
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something. Is your mother's mother passed over?
She died before I was born.
Okay, well, I don't know. You don't know her.
Right.
Because she's saying mom. I asked her who she was. She says I'm a grandmother. But she's her mom's mother. So maybe you can find this out information. But she says I love to do this. She's talking about her knitting or crocheting or something. Because she's showing me Afghans. I can't spell the word. I'll put blankets. Blankets. Do you know somebody named Grace or what? It's a G. Grace. It's like a GR name. Yes or no?
There is someone with a GR name.
Okay, GR name. Because I got the but I can't get the rest of it. Great. Oh, it's a Grace or something. GR name. I don't know why she asked me this. Have you been thinking about just moving?
Not where I live, because I own where I live.
I mean, have you thought, she's talking about, it's not here in Florida. She's trying to tell me, she says, you know, Christian always wanted to live in some kind of a state that's on the side here, on the east side. Are we off here? Because she won't get off of it, she's making me go over
Well,
and over.
is it possible someplace I have lived?
Okay. Cause it's on the side, it's like, North Carolina.
See, I don't wanna throw out
No.
clues or mislead.
No, I don't, I mean, she's just trying to tell me, North Carolina, stuff like that, she says, it's on the east side, Barbara, on the east side. Cause she's showing me all these leaves that change and, and the, well, what she's telling me is this. Eventually, it's not gonna be a long time, eventually, even though what you just said, you said you owned your place, which that didn't make no difference to me, 'cause I'm not taking this back. You're gonna have a way, I don't know if you're gonna have a way to get up there where, I'm gonna put this, because I'm not taking it back. She says, you're gonna move. She says, you're not gonna spend the rest of your life where you're at.
Which,
So if you think you are,
Possible.
you're not,
mostly depends on what my kids do.
well, she says, she's not, I want you to keep this paper, because I mean, I'm not planning on dying anytime soon. And she said, this is gonna happen, it's not gonna be too long. It's not gonna be like 10 or 15 years from now, it's gonna be pretty soon. That something's gonna happen and you're just gonna move. And it's not gonna be long. I mean, you think you're settled, and it's so funny too, because I said that a couple weeks ago to somebody, oh, I can't move, I've been here too long. Hey, it's not me, I'm not telling you. And last week she emailed me, she says, guess where I'm going? She said, I'm going to Alabama. I never thought I'd go to Alabama, because her husband's family lives there.
Now, could it be that this person that was talking about, am I allowed to throw out possibilities?
Well, it's up to you, but I'm not changing what I'm saying,
No, but as far as,
'cause I don't put words in my mouth here.
if this is,
She's saying your mother's mother.
right, you see, that's who you channeled before.
Really?
Yeah, and you gave me a validation of a rose. And I went home and I had no idea, like I said, I was not alive, and she died between me and my sister's birth. I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I told her what happened. I said, is there the validation? It's like a rose. I was like, a rose, right, a rose's comment. And she goes, oh yeah, there's a whole story about that. I'm like, oh shit. She says, my mom was an overweight woman who never got any flowers or anything. And one year for Mother's Day, I, made her a little gift. She's probably, my mother's probably 10 or something, and I put a rose on it. And she said, my mother cried because she'd never gotten a flower in her life. And I had no idea of this story. And the message was for my mom that was coming through me, my grandmother, who I never met. She was worried about her. My mom had just been in the hospital. Her husband was still in the hospital for surgeries. She was worried about her, so I passed the message along, and it really meant a lot to my mom. She's like, she's been on my mind so much lately, her mother. She's like, I've been thinking about her so much, and I really miss her. I'm like, I had no idea. My mother lives in Virginia. Okay, it's on the east, leaves change, and it may be this is her mother coming through again.
Well, that's what I said, she's mother's mother, as I said.
Right.
She says she's your grandmother and she's on your mom's side, your mother's mother. But this right here,
That I know. Right.
yeah, she's kind of bothered, she's like, you should know these and that. I mean, you should actually know. But this is, see how dark my writing is?
Yes.
This you won't get off of this, because she feels you saying, well, you, and she says, Barbara, she's inside her body, she's going, I can't ever move. I mean, I own this, and she keeps whispering in my ear, but yes, you can.
That she's saying, my future is open, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, it's gonna be here, because I don't care where you are, or what you own, or whatever, she says, you're moving.
Did I move?
This again, and
So it's not that my mother moved.
no, she won't get off of this, and I don't, like I said, I listen to what they are, you're moving. And what it is, it's gonna be your last place that you go, and this is where you're going to spend the rest of your, days here. And it's gonna be really nice, because what's gonna happen, you're gonna be able to get the exact spot and place you want.
That's nice.
So it's gonna be
Because
really
yes,
nice.
there is, I do have ideas of things I'd like to do in the future, but my past has been so rocky the last few years, I've given up even trying to anticipate what might happen.
She don't know how you feel about the white fence either. She says, Christian's gonna have a white fence too.
Well, my mother always wanted this lifestyle that included the white picket fence around a little
That's
house,
what this
big chocolate
is.
chip cookies, and I said to her, I was like, Mom, if you'd gotten that, you would have been so bored. But there's a part of her that wished she had had that lifestyle, and that was how she described it to me when I was a teenager. She's like, I always wanted the white picket fence, and I was like, Mom, you've been bored. She goes, well, you might be right, but that's what makes me that, and
So
again,
that
this
was
goes
a
back
good
to my mother.
validation for her being your mom's mom.
Because that was my
She
mom's
had the white
view of what
fence.
she wanted in life.
Yeah.
And it was the white picket fence, the wooden picket fence around a small house, you know, the cute, I don't know what crochet
Yeah.
happened.
Well, what's happening right now is, one of the main messages for you right here is this, because she wants you to start preparing, just to kind of get on the internet, and once she knows about the internet, I don't know, but
Ask
she's
her
on the
if,
internet.
ask her if,
You ask her, yes, in your
Should
head,
I-
ask her in your head, and if she answers,
you know,
she'll answer. You know,
I'm gonna phrase it.
But like I said, don't just keep thinking about why you keep drawing, and I'm gonna keep talking. When you wanna talk to her, you ask her, and she'll bring it through. She's talking about brother. Yeah, I don't know, do you have a brother that's passed over?
I have a brother who's not passed over now,
Not?
No.
Cause she's talking about a brother,
but he's visiting right now.
really?
Oh yeah, he's very much on my mind.
Okay,
And it's her grandson.
okay. She's talking about a brother,
I wonder if he's gonna move.
I don't know,
Because
there's a new, is he, did he just get into a new kind of a job, or looking for a job, or there's something about a new job? A new career, a new something, it's a new change in a job. It's a change, I don't know.
well, he's self-employed.
Something, oh, well, there's a new change in a
Oh
job.
yeah, there's definitely a change.
So this might be taking him somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, what she said, this is how she gets it, a new change in job. So,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, just.
Because he's self-employed.
Oh, well, but I'm just saying, there's new change, he could be taken somewhere else, he can be adding something to
Yeah.
it, you know, whatever,
Well, he's in a new relationship, so.
so, like I said, you know you're good enough now, you know, I don't take nothing back,
Right.
and people says, well, she's, you know, another,
My grandmother needs to move aside though for some of the other people that might be seeing. I
Yeah,
feel
well,
like she's dominating.
I know.
It's interesting, she's an influence in my life and I never met her. That doesn't
Well,
mean she didn't meet me.
well, Grammy of,
Well, see,
one of our
Granny,
other people,
Granny is my other grandmother,
really?
and that's with the GR. But she's my dad's mother, and she has been on my mind lately, and I jumped.
Well, she's the one who brought, give me the GR, the Grammy.
Right, that's, yeah, there's more than one up there.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of people, I can't see them.
But I think my mom's mom might be kind of,
What's from up north, New York, New Jersey, New Hampshire, New something up
we're
there?
from Connecticut.
You're from Connecticut?
Yes, my family's all.
She just
from
brought this
Connecticut.
again.
And that's what makes me think that the leaf change, you know, the eastern
Okay.
seaboard,
Is
that's
this
where
your
we're
mom's
from.
mom from up there? Because she's the one who gave it to me. She says
Yeah.
up and she's showing me that corner of the thing.
Maine, my mom's actually from Maine and then they moved to
Okay.
Connecticut and that's where my parents met.
Okay,
Yeah, we
because she
did.
gave that.
Yeah.
She says, she knows you know she's here, but she's trying to give you more validation too. And anyway, and I don't know what she's making me draw there. Good Lord, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. She draw some kind of relationship.
Mhm.
You have a little bit of stress in a relationship?
Mhm.
Okay.
Not in my personal relationship, but in a relationship, yes.
Yeah.
And I can see her being upset about it.
Relationship, yeah. She says a stress in a relationship.
Mhm.
She says you.
Mhm.
You know what? Now, I like when they talk, but I can't write what she's saying because she's talking real fast. Here's what she's saying. For some reason, this stress in this relationship is like all over you, and it doesn't. It has nothing to do with you, but it kind of overflows over on you.
Yeah.
All right. And your grandma says, you know, Kristen, you know, sometimes you can't take care of everybody's lives.
Mhm.
And if you can just like, you know, push this aside because this right here is taking up your life,
Mhm. Maybe she's
okay?
more on my side than I realized.
Yeah, no, if you should, and it's what it's
Now, we
doing.
don't really know which grandmother's
Just
talking
the mother's
about.
mother
This is
saying
still-
it.
Okay.
No, she's not,
She must be
she's,
keeping it real close. My middle name is named after her.
Well, no, she's not the only one talking up here. And
She must.
that's why you see all the arrows. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's like the little bubble that's on the cartoons.
Yeah.
That's why you see my arrows. But, and by the way, she said, will you please sit and listen to me? Because I guess you're over talking.
In my brain.
Okay, what she says, listen to me. She says, this little ditty, what it's doing, it's sucking time out of your life.
It is.
And it's not fair because you're getting gypped out of years and moments and everything else. You could be doing something when this has nothing to do with you. But everybody, and this, she said too, it's for some reason, everybody goes to you when they have crap in their lives. Like you, on your forehead, you got, what's that? What's a little Lucy? What did they say? 5 cents. The psychiatrist.
Oh, right.
She's making me do the cartoon.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah. I'm the advice person. I'm the stable person.
Yeah.
And the relationship is in fact my
Yeah.
brother.
Okay.
And he is younger. He thinks very highly of my opinion. But yes, it has been consuming me.
Yeah.
He's my younger brother. I worry about him, but I can't.
Well, she made me think about
Really?
or Lucy from that,
And she's right.
and that I don't know what the heck this is. This is like, I don't know why she made me do this. But anyway, she says, she says sometimes you got to tell people, I can't. You got to learn how to do the word no, because she says if not, you might as well live the rest of your life with everybody sucking you dry.
Yeah.
Because, and she says Christian's not like that, she'd rather do for somebody else than herself. But what's happening, she says you're getting the part of your life, she's going back to this again, and this is one of the reasons why you're going to be moving. For the simple reason, because this is going to be your retreat. This is going to be, for the rest of your life, the rest of what you're living, this is going to be your retreat, where you can go sit on your porch and go, too bad you can't do it now, but it's going to be the time where you're going to really need it.
Is it possible that that's an actual move and not
It's an actual move.
house? Because eventually I want to build a house on my property.
Well, it's a move.
So it's
It's a move. I didn't say station, I just said it's a move.
because that could.
A move's a move. When I explain to people, a move is out of one environment into another environment.
Right.
And in fact, I even told Dawn's sister, you're going to be do a move. This move will be right across the street.
Okay.
Because the area you're in right now is just really.
Because what you just described is actually my mental picture of the house I want to build that is my retreat. It is, I've been living in such not great circumstances for years, but it's cheap. I want my house. It's a dome house, it's blue. I visualized it already. It just appeared like one day that it was blue. Oh, hi, you're cobalt blue. And there's gonna be a porch all the way around it.
There's a porch right there. She told me about the porch.
And it's gonna be clean, and it's gonna be kept up, and I can finally live like a whole person instead of scrabbling a little corner out of whatever I'm living in because it's cheap. And it's like this morning I was even talking about it with Larry. I want to build my house, but I can't yet because I don't want to take on the debt. So maybe she's telling me
Well, and it's not.
it's gonna be sooner than I think because it's
Well, that's what I'm
so
saying.
important to me.
And that's why, well, we got it on tape, so good. That's
And
why.
it is actually gonna be, it's a different location on the property, but it's also a change in a whole environment, mentality, living healthier. It's like gonna represent so much more than just, oh, let's build a house. This has actually been a dream for a long time.
Well, all I know, there's a move there, but there's also
So-
too, if I'm not mistaken, I remember her saying, something's gonna be going on up the seaboard, or I don't know what it is, I keep seeing.
Right. And there's no telling, I could get a job up there. My brother might end up moving to the States with his new lady love. And he would probably live, I don't know.
But here the thing is, if this is the cause of all your stuff, you don't wanna get too close. Because that's what she's telling me, she says, this is gonna be your retreat. You can't bring problems into your retreat.
Right.
This is gonna be for you to spend the rest of your lasting, whatever you got, into
Right.
because you have worked all your life for everybody else.
Yes.
Now it's your turn. And everybody has to have one time. And she said, also laughed, and she says, and I'm sorry I'm the only one that comes. She says, everybody else is here, but I got more to say. So, it's funny how she said that, she said, I got more to say.
That really fits with this being my mother's money.
Yeah.
They're not better, you know.
Yeah, well, she gotta get her 2 cents in first. Is anybody named Sil or Sylvia or why is there a Sil? S-Y. S-Y. I don't know what that is. She's thrown out a name here. And 14. The number 14, I don't know what that has to do with 14 with you. But, and she's making me do real dark. I wish she'd quit because I'm using my ink. Okay. 14 is, it's either going to be something that's going to be special to you, or it's something to do with something now in your life. 14. It's either somebody's birthday, somebody's death. But I'm getting more, something's going to happen on the 14th, but I don't know what.
So it's upcoming.
Upcoming on the 14th, but I don't know what 14th she's talking about. Okay, it's not, okay. She says, ain't gonna be this year.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, 2014.
2014. Because she just made me do the 20 here.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know why she's dragging me into this, because I'm just listening and she says, it's 2014. I wish you could hear her talk to me.
I can't, I almost can't.
You know, it's like-
I know my family.
Because I'm saying, you know, Christian's 14, then she made her at the 20, she says, it's 2014. And she did her hands like this. It's like, okay, I'm listening to what you're saying.
Okay. So it sounds like
You know. It's like that man that hit me on the back of the head and called me dumb and stupid.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Nice.
Because I wouldn't tell his daughter or somebody something. And I said, I'm not doing that. You know, because it was really something really crazy. And he said, just tell her. He said, what are you, dumb and stupid? And I said, okay. So I told her, his daughter, or no, I wasn't, hold on now, I didn't know it was his daughter at first. We thought it was a man. I said, well, this male just called me dumb and stupid. And she said, oh my God. She said, that's who the guy is my dad. He was the meanest son of a bee ever. And he called me dumb and stupid if you didn't listen to what he had to say. And I told her what he told me to tell her. And she says, you know, to you that's stupid, but to me it's not. She said, that just happened a couple of weeks ago. And what it was some kind of a situation that she got into, and her dad always said, don't ever do this, you'll never do anything with it, don't ever do it. And she's like, I did do it, and she said, you know, I did good at it. So he's all mad because he was wrong, I guess, you know. But I actually felt, you're so dumb and stupid, like, excuse me, you know. Okay, Kristen, this is about, she's excited. She says, this is just, she says, I mean, your life's really not crappy. I mean, it's just stressful.
Yeah.
I mean, and you don't need that. Plus, you let a lot of people take years and minutes and seconds from your life, and you don't even get to live them. You get to live them for them.
That's very true.
So she's saying, just wait. This is coming. So, just 2014, something big's gonna happen. And I hear you. Yes, I hear you. And I don't know who Sylvia is or something like that, but this one's gonna be prominent somewhere. So Sylvain, Sylvia, something like that. It's S-Y's name. S-Y-L. That's it. And she says, don't kill yourself. We're trying to get this May, and she still means something to you.
May actually is when my son got married this year.
Okay. Because these are something that she really...
But I don't know if that's what it's relating to, because he's actually
No.
in tough.
These are about, when they give me months, they're validations of what she knows happened in May and April and whatever. That's something that they started
Well,
doing.
okay, I got married in April. My son got married in May. No idea what November is, but
Yeah. But anyway, that's what's working with here. And she wants me to do this. She's making me do this money symbol.
okay,
She wants you to put June.
okay.
There's going to be, and save this paper,
Mhm.
there's going to be money coming in
Okay.
June. She says this is also going to tilt you
Mhm.
to this right here.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
okay? And she says, now Christian, it's not a whole bunch of money. She says it's gonna be a good amount and I don't know where it's coming from. I feel like somebody's gonna give this to you. I don't know if they owe it to you or not. And you're not selling it, it's just that somebody owes this to you, or it's gonna be given to you for a reason. So that's money and it's in June. And she says, right here, Barbara, right here. That's what she said, right here.
She does working, that actually, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So that is it. Unless you, now I'll let you ask the question. Because I want you to ask her, but I want you to just ask the question, don't make it a little elaborate, she'll answer it.
I wonder, I'm going to take her statements about the stressful relationship to be about my brother because it has been consuming me. And yes, it absolutely fits with the Lucy image. I'm his older sister. He looks up to me. It's been tearing me apart though because he's on such a wrong path. But you know, I have a hard time letting go when I can't influence people because it's consuming me. But I'm wondering what she thinks about the change in my relationship with my mother, her daughter. If she has any feelings about that.
I don't know what the hell that is.
It's a bear.
That looks like something, I don't know, she's making me draw this. She's listening to you, I'm listening
Yeah.
to her.
Because she knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it looks like a turtle.
Why am I getting ill feelings?
Right.
Okay? I'm getting like,
Yeah.
I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you, right, you know what I'm saying?
She said that?
Yeah.
But in
No,
the sense-
no, she didn't say that.
Oh.
She says, she's showing me what I'm feeling from her, but between the situation you're talking about,
Yeah.
is, I can't believe you, she's not saying it to you, but she's feeling ill feelings.
Right.
And the other person's like, I can't believe she said that, or I can't believe she did that. You know, it's like, they're feeling abandonment, is abandonment?
My mother would be feeling abandoned, yeah.
Okay,
I had to basically divorce my mother.
okay, so that's what I'm saying, there's ill feelings and there's abandonment. As far as she thinks,
Right.
she says, listen, you are not listening to what I said. So, was she the type of person, or is she always reprimanded? Because that's what I'm getting from her, she's always
My grandfather was very, very rough to live
well,
with.
no, this is her. She says, Christian, you're not listening to me. All your life,
Right.
you lived for other people.
Right.
Everybody lived Christian's little moments and hours and that, and Christian can't have it. Why do you think this right here is gonna bother her? Because this is one of the people that lived Christian's hours and minutes and days, and when you could have been doing something for yourself,
Right.
you were doing something there.
Yeah.
She says, you can't do that. It's nice to help people, even if it's really close family.
But so she's okay with what
Yeah.
I had to do. Because I had to step back. I
Well,
had
that's
to
what she
publicly
just-
step back and say, done.
Well, that's why she said, why aren't you listening to what I just said here, all this? And I feel like,
Right.
my ink,
Because that
my
was a
ink.
very big deal for me to do that. If this is my mother's mother, you know,
No.
but she's.
Well, she said, I just sat
Understanding.
here for 30 minutes and told you, everybody's living your life, and you come up and that's probably where she said, I can't believe you said that.
Right. Well.
That's what, I can't believe you said that. Because I just sat
Right,
here
'cause
30 minutes and
it's-
told you this, then you asked me a question like that. So don't even worry about this.
Okay.
And another thing she said too, a daughter and a mother's love never cuts off.
Right.
It might get numb.
Right. Or sometimes
Because, I mean, you're
step
always
away.
mother and daughter whether you want to be or not. I
Right.
mean, that's just,
Yeah.
you can't, people say I divorced my parents.
Well, I didn't really. I just stepped back.
No, but you hear people say that.
Yeah.
Well, you can't because
Right.
they're there, you can't get rid of them.
Yeah. But I had to
You
remove
know?
the unhealthy
Yeah.
relationship.
There you go, that's it. If that was, I mean, because don't even worry about this. Your whole message today was, you need to start pushing everybody just aside a little bit so you can have your space
Yeah.
and live the rest of your life, because this is only one. I mean, you'll have another one if
Right.
you want to come back down here and do this crap again. But
It's-
I'm just saying, it's time to move away and don't worry about oh my God, you know, they're gonna feel so bad, or they're gonna be so hurt, and stuff like that.
Or just
It's-
watching him go down the wrong path and letting him, even my coworker says, you know, you gotta let them fall on their own.
You gotta learn your lessons. In fact, I think, I don't know if you watch my board, my wall, or listen to my radio show, I keep telling people, I said, this is a learning thing, you're down here to learn lessons. And I have this one lady, and she's always telling me about her daughter, and I says, she gotta learn herself. Let her learn her own lessons.
Yeah.
And
it's hard.
no,
But
well,
I'm working on it.
I know.
But
Well,
it's nice to know that she sees really good things happening for me. Because I've been feeling, you know, they say be grateful for what you have. And I have such incredible things happening in my life, such good, wonderful, positive
Yeah.
things. I have a good personal relationship. I have a good job. I'm going forward in my job because he's going to let me write grants. And, you know, I have the
Yeah.
opportunity to make things better. My son and his wife are doing fantastic. You know, the things that really matter, but I'm also having to learn to move away from my biological family, who is,
yes, well, please, my daughter calls it sucking the life out of you. Because that's what her work does too, suck the life out of her.
yeah.
So,
I've had jobs like that,
but
and
the
I've
whole thing is, that your grandma said before I leave, and she's, by the way, there's people who want to talk, she says,
Yeah.
next, you know, if you call me more often and we sit,
Well, if we can Skype or something, because like I said, I
Skype.
don't like phone, but I would love to, because I really
Well,
do feel like I walk around the
because
whole room.
the last time I really heard from you was the last time you were here, I see you up there. But all you gotta say, Barbara, can you sit on Skype a little bit?
Yeah,
Because that's what I've been trying to do is Skype.
Yeah.
I like Skype, it's like we were doing
because
this.
yeah, I need the personal interface.
Yeah,
But,
so do that because
yeah.
there's more
There's a whole
people.
room full up there, and I'm walking around. After meeting you the first time, I started to realize, you know what, this busy brain of mine, because I just do have a busy brain, I have all kinds of my own personalities, but I realized like, you know what, they might not only be. Because
They're
sometimes
not.
I feel this pressure, and I really, you know, since meeting you, and realize like, and the fact that my own grandmother, who I may have named after, but died before I was born, has actually been with me my whole life apparently, and on my corner, and I
And
had
she
no
can't,
idea.
no, she knows everything.
You know, that's just so awesome. Somebody I didn't even know was in my
And what's
corner.
so weird too, she's so strong, and she says, oh, they're back there, they wanna talk, but I can't say that.
She won't let 'em.
But if you talk a little bit more often,
Yeah.
then she'll get tired and say, well, you know.
Yeah, because the
okay,
other
no.
ones are not as dominant.
Oh, yeah,
The
she,
females in my family are very dominant on my mom's side. But some of the others that have passed that might be probably in the same room, they're much quieter.
but now, you know, do you feel better now knowing what the whole situation is? You gotta let people quit.
I feel better
It's-
knowing that continue to follow my instincts, breathe and believe in the good things that I do feel are coming my way,
Yeah.
but let go and let them
Yeah.
continue to happen and take a deep breath and let my little brother
I know.
fail if he has to in another relationship. It hurts.
Watch
breaks my
out
heart to
for
watch
him,
it.
she's telling me, she says, Christian, watch out for him.
If he asks me, I will let him know.
Yeah,
But
Why
the
don't
thing
you
is, he's
do this?
looking for happiness in relationships when he's gotta fix it's in here first. My parents' divorce really left damage on him.
well, let me ask you something, why don't you give him one of these? Would he talk to me?
He might.
Well, then let's let your grandma talk to him, or
That would
whoever
be
else wants
interesting,
to talk to him,
yeah.
why don't you do
And who
that?
else was,
Okay,
you
well,
know.
why don't you do that, because she's even saying, in fact, she said, let me talk to him. But she gave me one vision with you.
Uh-huh.
She says, this is how I see Christian. You know, octopuses,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
have those little suction cups?
yeah,
This is like this all over your body.
yeah.
And at the end of each octopus arm is a person. So they're sucking every, you know, and they're tugging and pulling.
And I don't think they're all alive either. I really don't,
No.
because I've gotten better at disentangling from the people in my life, but I also I'm a very strong person.
How come you don't ever close your window?
I
Or
don't
do you
know,
know
I
about
don't
a
know
window?
how, I don't know about the window.
How do you know you don't have a window?
I mean, I don't know about it.
Oh, there's, how they get to you is because you have a window up here. Seriously, what y'all want you to visualize next time you feel really stressed, visualize that there's a window up here and closing it. Just close it. And that way they can't talk to you. See, before I come here, I have to open my window. I tell God to open my window.
But I like to have, for example, I like to be in contact with my dad, he's over here.
Well, just because you close your window doesn't mean you can't. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you knew what I've been hearing for the last 3 days, just coming here, everybody's getting excited,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
when they come, I want you talking, I said, don't tell me now, don't tell me about bikes and I don't know who they belong to.
Yeah,
Just wait a minute, you know, and then trying to get here today was horrible. Like it's blocking me, but I know when you do God's work, there's a Satan, and he don't want me to come here. And he's kicking my butt, like, you know, I'm gonna put a block here for you, and a block here, and a block here. And I got through most of them, I'm here, so I must have got through all of them. But I feel better, I'm glad you're the first one, so I broke the ice here. But anyway,
well, I knew
that's
after I
your,
had that dream about you, because I do get, and when I'm listening
get
to
one of those and get a couple of those.
you know, I can tell when I'm on the right path, just the energy's good and it's going forward, and I also had these incredible dreams, but the one I had with you was so real, often mine are. And one of the things that came up, we were in a group, and you were starting to talk, but you kept putting it on me, because apparently I guess whoever was around me was really being loud.
Yeah.
And you said, you have a block, what's your block? And you said, I can't see it, what is it? It's not furry, like it wasn't an animal block, so it's not a mammalian. I said, remember, it's a dream. But what's your block? And when I woke up, because I wake up slowly on my dreams, I realized the block, and I could feel it was cold and more hard, and it was fear. Because I was in an abusive relationship for 9 years, and I'm still trying to overcome.
Yeah.
I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and that's part of my anxieties and things. And it's the fear, and then when I was waking up, I understood what the fear was. Now I don't really remember what it was. I'd have to try to remember what, you know, when you wake up from a dream, you know what the dream meant. But that was real. That was real. That part of what's holding me back in life, and I'm sure it has to do with this, is, well, fear of believing, fear of being selfish and running around like I'm doing better. But it's nice to hear that it really is all going to happen, and just let it happen.
Yeah.
Stop trying to
Okay, you can't.
control, like on the steering wheel. But it's nice that I never even met her. Well,
I mean, like,
Not
I'm going through this with my oldest son, because he's still, you know, I mean, he still had a stroke.
yeah.
But he gets all upset because, you know, this happens to him, this happens to him. He says, Mom's just gonna go to work. You can't go to work.
Right.
You have to get your disability, and because if you have another stroke, it'll kill you, because every time it would. But the thing is, why am I mean, he's like 40 years old. So why do I, you know, constantly saying, oh my God, where's Carl? What's Carl doing? What's he doing? That's eating half of my time. Even though he's my son.
Right.
But, you know, he pulls his own pants up now. You know, so.
Always someone I take care of. I mean, unfortunately, my son, I've always been real lucky with, he's never gotten into real trouble.
Yeah.
You know, serious trouble, like, but,
Well, this is a stroke. I don't want to lose my son.
I mean, my late husband, he's an alcoholic, and I had to let him go finally. And I didn't know what was going to happen, but until he quit drinking, there was nothing I could do, and I wasn't helping him. And he did get sober finally. By then, the damage had been done, but.
Well, I always tell Dawn, I tell you this, a door has to close before one opens. Sometimes you don't want that door to close.
It's hard to let
Some
go.
doors you don't want to close, but in order for a new one to open,
Yeah.
they have to close, and some you don't want to.
One of the things I absolutely have to close, is she's so absolutely right, is always being there for everybody else.
But I'll tell you, my worst door, my mom. I don't want my mom to die, but in order for me to go on, that door has to close. So that was a door I didn't want to close, but it had to close. But when it closed, I was more able to do more things, and my life's kind of getting different paths now, because new doors are opening up. You know what I'm saying? So doors like that, I'm saying you don't want to close, but if they don't close, the new one won't open.
Right.
Because you can't have two doors open. I don't know why. They don't explain that one to me.
Crosswind.
Yeah, crosswind. Yeah, you can shut that off if you want
It's
to.
such a fascinating thing to experience all this and to